Like if there was more feedback from the outside world, they would probably be able to do propaganda better. You know what I mean? Like they would probably be able to present North Korea in a much better way if there was more interaction with the outside world, for sure. Didn't the guy who traveling across China travel without supervision? Yeah, China is not North Korea. That's my point. Guys, hello? There is a difference between a country like China. No.
Since the making of this video, North Korea has once again completely suspended tourism just 3 weeks after reopening.
Damn, this dude fucking shut down an entire country's tourism and strategy, dude. What the fuck? No, I'm kidding. It probably wasn't him, but...
We're joined now by Mike, who is one of the first tourists to head into North Korea.
British travel influencer Mike O'Kennedy.
Yeah, I'm in North Korea.
North Korea has stopped letting tourists into the country just weeks after the first Western visitors were allowed back in. Authorities have not given a reason for the sudden suspension.
Welcome to another day in the bizarre world.
Oh, dude, I don't know if this place has it, but like, don't they play music at like 6 a.m.? Bro, North Korea is the most Islamic nation out there, dude. Like Azan. They play, instead of the call to prayer, they play like some North Korean song, a North Korean Azan.
Warmly welcome your visit. Educated inside first, people outside is cool. So more introduction inside. Hello.
So we weren't allowed to take pictures inside the main room, but it was essentially just a lot of pictures through the years of Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un in their various meetings with Vladimir Putin. Now, they had this visitor's book in the Friendship House, and I was asked to write something. And like a friggin' 5-year-old on Christmas Day, I wrote, "I wish nothing but peace to the world." Because that's the kind of thing you write in a visitor's book. But it's safe to say that the North Koreans didn't take it very well.
Wait, really?
Thank you, Mr. Moon.
Okay. After.
Oh,
What do you
no.
think? It's like peace. What do you think? Peace between countries? Because this is a friendship house. If not, we can get rid of it.
Oh, no.
So behind me is the Russian, Korean, North Korean friendship.
That's... Oh, no, dude. Look, that's not even... He tried his best. That's so sad. That's so fucking... Oh, that's so awkward. He didn't even say nothing bad. Like, that's not... He tried to do his very best. Oh, they think it's a Ukraine protest. He ruined the friendship book. Dude, I would be writing so many crazy fucking things in there. I'd be like, one day the entire world will understand the importance of the immortal science of Marxist-Leninist Jewishiist principles, except they also abolish Marxist-Leninism, I think. So they would probably get mad at that too. And I would say that I wish for a day for a unified Korea led by the glorious Kim dynasty. This is how you will eradicate the incels. This is how you eradicate the incels. He failed the QTE? Yeah. Tainted the friendship book. He tainted the friendship book. No. No more friendship. Why is this thing broken? Oh, there it is. It's fixed now. Even Kaya's looking at you. Yeah, she's disappointed.
House. After one of Kim Jong-il's meetings in Russia interpreted it, I have no idea. I hope not. Sorry, I guess. There was only one thing that was going to quench my anxious thirst. A massive North Korean brewery.
Ideology, technology, and culture must be based on Jusha. They're right. They're right about that. Principle of self-reliance.
This is the beer that I've been drinking the past 3 days, and it's actually, surprisingly, really, really good. So this beer isn't just consumed here in the DPRK. Last year, they actually exported 200,000 bottles to China and Russia. So if you go to China, you can buy North Korean beer.
That's sick. I would write in the friendship book, one day America will be punished for all of its crimes against humanity. That's what I would write. I've decided. After my 8th try, I think they would like that. They would think I'm super cool. They would say I'm a swagged out white boy for saying that. This is the most extreme delusional echo chamber I've ever witnessed. Why? We're not even saying nothing, dude. Scratchy had a whole page first. Yeah. What did we even say? What have I even said thus far that is like, yeah, I'd write, may Allah awaken the people to the evil doings of Israel and the United States. That's what I would write in there.
Machine. Yeah. They clean the bottles here, including process, fill up the bottles. This factory is famous for making a special liquor made of 100 kinds of flowers.
Oh. Where are all the workers? Day off today. Yeah.
Yeah, on the least meat riding communism stream too, shaking my head. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of Jusha supporters that are already making Twitter threads about how I'm actually a dangerous reactionary and an agent of American empire for the crimes that I've committed against the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And chatters are in here being like, dude, you're watching this video and offering funny feedback. It's up. What should I be doing? Watching this British guy and going, why is he not showing the people eating rat shit? Why is he not showing the children eating the rat poop, and then the rat eats the children, and then the rat poops out the children that it ate, only for the rest of the children to eat the rat poop filled with other children? This is up. Oh, they liked it.
You should have said Dansume.
Dansume. Dansume.
Are we doing Dansume?
Dansume.
Dansume.
You can just try that if you want.
This is the Taekwondo Center here in Rason DPRK. Taekwondo from kindergarten up until end of high school. Taekwondo is a compulsory lesson.
Taekwondo.
Skill that has to be learned. Hi. 안녕하십니까? 안녕하십니까? Bye. Bye. 안녕하십니까? I think for me, and probably most of the people watching this, the stuff that I'm the most interested in is everything that happens in between and outside of these stops. You know, Taekwondo thing, and then the beer thing, and then whatever else factory. I'm super interested in everything else that happens between that. What's going on
He's buzzed. I can tell he's buzzed, dude.
outside in the farms and the outside world.
Look at his face.
Villages. I'm not allowed to see it. We get a little glimpse of it every now and then, and it's very, very interesting. And that's the real stuff. You know, I'm not saying that this isn't real. Of course it is. It's just tailor-made.
Go back. They were watching him. Who? The people behind him? The little girls? Yeah, he has a camera. And he's a white dude in a fucking area that gets like... He's the first white dude, bro. What do you mean? Of course they're fucking looking at him. Yeah, they're showing him this to be like, this is what we're going to do to you next for fucking up the friendship book, big dog. You're next. Yeah. She has so much swag, dude. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Kaya. Kaya. Come here. Little lady. Oh, okay. Hi. She needs to get groomed again. She's stanky. And her ears are fucked up, dude. You guys want to see how fucking nasty her ears are? What? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Can you tell? Oh, smelly. Smelly ears. Oh my God. Hey, hi, hello. Okay. Hello. Okay, let's keep going.
Finish him. Killing spree.
Bosh, yes, dude. Well done, brother. Well done, brother. Well done, boys.
Let us become patriotic farmers who uphold the rice farming revolution.
The people of the DPRK live under a one-party system. Every piece of news they receive about their country and the world comes from a single source. In contrast, we have thousands of sources, but with so much information, it's hard to get a balanced view. In the past decade, ad-driven algorithms have made news more polarized, tailoring coverage to specific audiences. That's where Ground News comes in. It's a website and app that pulls in thousands of news articles daily.
Ground news ad in the middle of his North Korean tourism video. That's crazy.
And it really helps me see news. How important it is to look at stories from different angles. Ground News helps me cut through the bullshit to see the bigger picture, so I'm not just getting one version of the truth. If you subscribe through my link in the description, you'll get 40% off their unlimited access Vantage plan, giving you access to every feature. If you want to support my report,
it's pretty funny to use a tailor-made tour to sow suspicion against a nation welcoming a rare visitor, because if you look at Speed Stream in Mongolia, they literally did the exact same thing for him. And that country is a liberal democracy. Turns out small countries just like to roll out red carpets sometimes. No, it's different, because you could just absolutely travel to Mongolia and you wouldn't have government handlers with you at all times. Whereas there is no traveling to DPRK without having any sort of like check-in. That's different. Like, yeah, they're doing this on purpose because they want to show the Western world a positive outlook, a positive view of North Korea. But even then, you have to remember, like, their positive outlook, like the children. Remember the children in English class, like what they were saying, what they think is the best thing to say to a foreigner. That is how far removed they are from the rest of the world, that they unironically think, oh, if I say this thing about my glorious leader, like this Westerner is going to carry that information back to his country, and people are going to think, oh, we all love our glorious leader. Meanwhile, everyone that watches that goes, oh, that's wild. Like, if there was more feedback from the outside world, they would probably be able to do propaganda better. You know what I mean? Like, they would probably be able to present North Korea in a much better way if there was more interaction with the outside world, for sure. Didn't the guy who traveling across China travel without supervision? Yeah, China is not North Korea. That's my point. Guys, hello? There is a difference between a country like fucking China and a country like the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, to be clear, I'm not uncritically glazing DPRK. I'm saying Speed Street was literally guided by the National Cultural Ministry with performances in museums and shit. Yeah, I mean, every smaller country wants to use that as an opportunity to show their best face. But my point is, like, what they're trying to show as far as their, best possible way of showing the country is still a little off base. And that is because they are so, they're
subscribe to Ground News and take control of how you see the world. Considering I'm literally the first British tourist in over 5 years to step foot inside North Korea, the people that the Korean guides that we're with, who are part of the party, they work for the government, they're being very lenient. They are allowing me to take some videos and take pictures and stuff like that. When there's something that you're not allowed to see, they just say no, and you just go, yep, cool. You say, yep, cool. Thank you to Marshal Kim Jong-un. On that note, by the way, the Kim dynasty are like gods here. They're like God. They don't say thank God, they say thank Marshal Kim Jong-un. And you have to say Marshal Kim Jong-un. You can't just say Kim Jong-un. They're like gods, man. It's interesting. I was going to say weird. It's Saturday night. It's bitterly cold.
I also trust this guy to be the least biased out of everything I've seen thus far from him. So, like, even him being like the vibes are kind of fucked here is like, you know, there is an extent to. I think there is an extent to how much a white boy can take in terms of countries that are outside of the sphere of Western influence, for sure. But like, if you look at the way he did his China trip versus here, it's obvious that there is like, it's obvious that it's just different. The vibes are different. And I think that that is for good reason.
Let's go get drunk on North Korean booze. How are you, sir? Hi, sir. Guys, nice to meet you. So this is the Sportsman Hotel, and it's where I'm going to be drinking tonight. It was the very first...
His China trip was bad? Wait, why was it bad? His fucking China trip was awesome.
International hotel built here.
He hated China for some reason. What are you... Did we watch the same fucking video? This dude literally fucking went to Xinjiang by just hitching rides. Like, he hitchhiked to Xinjiang. Why do you ever respond to this chatter ever? This is so... You're so right, Gizmo. Cal Comingham is one of those chatters who just sometimes they'll have like something funny to say. Most of the time they just sound insane.
Razon after it became the special economic zone, and it was built in 1998. Apparently it's a pretty cool place. They got a cool bar and a billiards room and all that shit. So let's have a look.
Bars here.
These are both bars. They got double bars. One beer in each bar. What do you think?
One beer here, one beer
One beer, exactly. Sorry. The camera's making all the lights bug out, which is really annoying, but this is a pretty cool bar, hey.
So here we have karaoke.
Karaoke. Hello, sir. Hello. So I'm going to have dinner, but then after dinner, I'm going to sit at this bar and I'm going to try a wide range of North Korean alcohol, and we'll give our opinions on it. Thank you. How are you? 안녕하십니까? Right, I don't know what that was about. Okay, I'm going to talk about food for like 30 seconds because I'm not good at talking about food. I'm only good at eating it. Overall, the food in North Korea was good, I guess. Nothing really to write home about. This was famous North Korean cold noodles, and this was like salmon with kind of like custard on it, which was pretty weird. And this was a flaming snail, which I guess is a thing. I don't know, I feel a bit weird talking about all this really, really lavish food in a country so notorious for its history of famine. Yeah.
Oh, that makes me sad, dude. I mean, that's fucking sad. They busted out the goddamn red carpet. This is like the best possible food they could show him, and he's like, it sucks. That's sad.
Thank you so much.
Hey, just so you know, apparently in 92 they removed Marxist-Leninists from their constitution, but as of last year, Kim Jong-un is reviving classical communist teachings. Much love. I only remembered this. I didn't know that there was a reviving the classical communist teachings.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, like that. Yeah.
They don't have that rattlesnake.
Do they have the rattlesnake brandy?
The brandy with the snake inside. I bought it in the bookshop. In the bookshop.
Yeah.
This one.
Maybe they were like, this is what we know about British food. Rand. North Korea's Marxist revival. By Rand.
And soju?
It sucks that like anytime you want to learn about a different country, especially one where like it's difficult to get accurate information out of, the only fucking place that writes about it is like a neo-Nazi think tank. You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be something like, you know, the Foundation for Defending Democracy. And virtually every guy that writes there is the most Nazi version of that person's, like that, the most Nazi version of a person that was like a political dissident that escaped the country, you know? They'd be like, oh yeah, hello, I am fucking, I am a person that works at, the Foundation for Defending Democracy. Please do not look into my family history or what they did in southern Lebanon. That's not important. I am a Lebanese man, okay? That's all you need to know. I'm a Lebanese man writing about Lebanon. I don't have any neo-Nazi attitudes. Don't worry about it. Just remember, look at how Lebanese I am. It does suck. Yeah, Coalition of Supporting Endowment for the Future of Southern Lebanon.
Yes, thank you.
Grape soju.
Grape soju, that sounds good.
Yeah, well, doesn't sound good for tomorrow morning.
So the lighting is really bad in here, but this song that's playing at the moment is the absolute #1 most recent chart topper to come in of #1 chart topper at the moment in North Korea, and it's called Friendly Father. Marshal Kim Jong-un, Marshal Kim, and it's about Marshal Kim Jong-un. Hi, how are you? Hey.
You know what this means?
No, I don't.
친근한 어버이 in Korean. 친근한 어버이.
And what does that mean?
Dear father.
Dear father, friendly father.
Dear father.
Dear father. Okay. And
our great leader, General Kim Jong-un, you know?
yes, of course. Of course.
Dear father.
Of course. Interesting. You are from Razon?
No.
You're from?
You live in Pyongyang.
You live in Pyongyang. From Pyongyang. Cool. You're here on business or tourism?
We are tourists.
Cool. Nice to meet you. Thank you for translating for me. Have a great night. What's your name, sir?
Last name is Mr. Kim.
Mr. Kim, nice to meet you. Your English is excellent. My name is Michael.
Michael.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother.
Korean beer.
Yes, okay.
The famous beer is
Two. Okay, I'll have a look.
Taedonggang, Tumanggang.
Okay. Tumangang, I've heard of Tumangang. That's a Pyongyang beer.
Pyongyang beer is
Yeah, I don't think this motherfucker is just a tourist. Okay. I don't know. Maybe he's just a tourist.
Taedonggang.
Okay, I'll try to check it out. Thank you, Mr. Kim. Thank you, brother. So nice to meet you, brother. So nice to meet you. Right. We just had an actual, genuine interaction with someone from the DPRK. How cool is that? This is North Korean soju. This is the stuff that I got absolutely shit-faced on 2 nights ago. Oh, fucking hell.
May.
Dansume. I got a grape in mine. The funny thing about this bar is actually impossible to pour your own drink.
What? Why did someone say look out for 1402? Was it in this video where you wanted me to look out for 1402? Or was it 1420? Oh.
Pour your own drink.
Yeah. We'll get to it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yeah, the same business.
You reckon we just want a small one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is it? Isn't this video part 2? It is part 2. Is it this guy in the
Let's
background?
drink for a piece.
Peace.
Oh shit. He said for peace.
Yes, Mr. Kim.
That guy knew what he wrote in the book? Maybe.
That was a fun night.
Long before North Korea became what it is today, it was a fierce defender of its people's freedom. In 1910, after just 13 years of full independence from China, Korea was annexed by Japan and turned into a colony. This sparked a wave of resistance movements across the country, with guerrilla fighters taking up arms against Japanese rule. Among them was Kim Il-sung, the grandfather of Kim Jong-un, and the founding leader of North Korea.
Okay.
Like this. Oh, fuck it up.
I pop back in and you're watching more terrorist music videos, shaking my damn head. That's what I do, baby. That's all I do out here, watching terrorist music videos. Yeah. I mean, he knows, is a white boy that knows his history a little bit, you know. That's why I said you got the granddad who's like real revolutionary figure, and then you got the fail son, and then you get the failest of the grandsons.
This is a cave that was used by guerrilla fighters when fighting against the Japanese imperialists in 1945. Be careful. Okay. Does it? I can hear the sound of sleeping sound of beer.
What's up in the fucking side of his mouth?
Hairy thing in here. Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Yeah. Quite deep.
Oh. Crusty as hell, bro.
It's a big climb, but it's an important one. Mr. Moon, my God.
How has he failed, though? North Korea's doing all right after 15 years of his rule. Look at U.S. after 3 months of Trump. True.
It says this path has its ups and downs, has its struggles, much like the road to revolution. You see here the harbor, the bay, at home. Beautiful.
After 35 years of Japanese rule, Korea was suddenly left without.
I think Kim Jong-il is a bigger fail son than Kim Jong-un. North Korea is far better with him relatively anyways. I think you got to analyze the actual material conditions and all of the things that they went through in general. But sure, maybe. My point was the granddad is better than the other two.
A government when Japan surrendered in 1945. To keep things in order, the Soviet Union took control of the north while the US took the south, splitting the country along the 38th parallel. What was supposed to be a temporary arrangement quickly turned into a Cold War standoff, leading to the Korean War in 1950. After 3 years of brutal fighting, the war ended in a stalemate, locking North and South Korea into the permanent divide that still exists today. It's sad that this deep divide between North and South Korea and the total isolation of North Koreans from the rest of the world is a direct result of US and Soviet involvement after World War II.
Behind me is some classic DPRK propaganda.
Just incredible amounts of bombing that is, as I say, if it wasn't done by a coalition force backed by the United States of America, would be absolutely considered genocide. Like, not just the bombing, but chemical warfare, biological warfare, like straightforwardly.
Propaganda posters, and they'll say they don't have ads here, right? There's no ads for Coca-Cola and things because they don't have that here. Instead, they have propaganda posters that will say something to inspire the people. For example, we must unite to help build the farmlands or build the cities. And this is a main square here. These big circles are used for if it's a Marshal Kim Jong-un's birthday or something along those lines. There'll be big choreographed dances in big circles here. This is a big DPRK cinema house where they show the latest.
Yeah, North Korea's economy beat South Korea's for 20 years after the war. Learned that from 5-hour YouTube deep vid on North Korean film. Insane. Yeah, they got a lot of, I mean, what cooked North Korea and what people know as North Korea now definitely is like the post, is definitely post USSR North Korea and the famine that took place.
The latest blockbusters. Welcome to a totally empty souvenir shop with about 25 people working here and no customers. 안녕하십니까? This is the Rattlesnake brandy. I've got 2 bottles of this already, and I've got some North Korean home brand Coca-Cola. So we're going to do a little mixer later on. They got the tiger bones liquor. This is alcohol made from tiger bones. It's
Hasan, why dodge the call with him? I truly expected better than you. What do you mean? Who are you talking about?
Yeah.
Mike, okay?
So I've heard about this in China. It might even be from China in the West, of course, because it's made from fucking the bones of a tiger. So this tiger bone liquor is actually used as a medicine. I've seen it in China before. They hunt and kill endangered tigers and then take the bones and use it for a medicine, which is about the most mental thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Here, another big selection of North Korean ciggies. The 727s that I bought, that I'm going to get a couple of cartons of, are the cigarettes that General Marshal Kim Jong-un smokes, and these are the working class versions. These are a bit more affordable. They've also got the Air Koryo cigarettes. Where are they? I can't see them, but Air Koryo, which is the national airline of the DPRK, North Korea, have their own brand of cigarettes. The next stop on the big North Korean propaganda tour, a pharmacy. I'm super hungover, and this is a pharmacy, so it's not that much fun. But if you are interested in a pharmacy in the DPRK, vitamin B injections, carbazochrome injections. One thing that they definitely do not have.
This kind of stuff makes me sad, dude. It makes me sad because it's like this is what they thought would be good to show a Westerner. It's like, it's just sad that this is something that they're proud of. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm saying that it's not necessarily like a bad thing, and I'm glad. I'm glad that. I'm just saying, look at how little you have when this is what you are showcasing as a point of pride. And this isn't to say that, they're countering the propaganda that they eat rats or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just simply saying that, like, it sucks that their point of pride and the cool things that they have to show for it is like locally made medication. And they should be proud that they have it. You know what I mean? But it's just so sad to think that after an insane sanctions regime, it's like, this is all you got to show for it. You feel bad that Whitey doesn't think North Korea isn't good enough? It just reminds me of all of our fucking crimes, honestly.
Is contraception. Apparently, condoms and birth control do not exist in North Korea.
Is there like contraception in DPRK?
This is a bottle of Rattlesnake, a bottle of North.
Bro, this guy is a fucking severe alcoholic, I think. No disrespect, but goddamn. Everything is just like, now we're going to drink beers. 100,000 beers. Now we're going to drink a Rattlesnake alcohol. Very nice. Tonight we're drinking soju.
Korean Rattlesnake whiskey. God. And I'm going to do a shot of it. I can't drink that. There's stuff. There's like mud in the lid. Oh my God, its tongue is stuck to the end. I know it's just a piece of string. Oh my God. That is a rattlesnake.
Oh
God, I can't believe I'm about to drink this.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God. Oh dear God. Oh God. Oh no. At that
there's
point.
Little bits in it. What are they? If you've made it to the end of this video, and the end of this series, you deserve to see me suffer. That was one of the most...
I did try it. I did try it in Japan. I didn't fucking touch the snake though. This video makes me feel sad because I see the U.S. being like this in the next couple of years, having statues of Trump everywhere and revering him as God, as teaching that in school. Okay, dude, calm down. Okay, you're a little bit too libbed up if you think that that's what's. I mean, we're moving in a very illiberal way for sure, but You know, that's not going to happen in 2 years. Okay. Like, yeah, it's